Hi, my name is Christopher. I'm a second year student at De Anza College, and my master's topic is on palm oil. So, for those of you who do not know what palm oil is, it's this tropical rich oil in which comes from oil palm trees, also known as Elaeus guineensis, in West Africa, which is used for cooking as well as other commodities. Now, you can find palm oil trees and palm oil plantations all over the world, not just in West Africa. It was just discovered in West Africa, in which then was distributed and turned into a whole market. Palm oil is well known in West Africa, in where the use of palm oil in the international market expanded significantly as a result of the British Industrial Revolution that took expansion all over the earth for trading. Now, this ranges from candle making to industrial lubricants. Palm oil has been the driving force behind the expansion of industrial production, as its nutrient rich red palm oil became a vital asset to many of our industrial foods and commodities slash toiletries. European settlers and entrepreneurs have took the opportunity to commercial palm oil production to produce soaps, lubricants, and edible oils as well, in which led to a huge expansion of palm oil plantations throughout the sub-Saharan Africa regions as well as the Southeast Asia regions. This is a result of it being an increased demand that Europeans began investing in palm oil production from first in West Africa and further on expanding to Southeast Asia. Palm oil has been known to be the most widely consumed vegetable oil on the planet. On this next slide, you will see a picture on the left, which is an example of soil erosion, and on the right is a picture of which is the outcome of soil erosion, as well as the outcome of all the deforestation and production of more and more palm oil plantations. Now, erosion causes increased flooding and silt deposits in rivers and ports. And this is the impact that has been caused due to the overproduction of palm oil plantations. Eroded areas that require more fertilizer are other things such as repaired roads and other infrastructures. An impact it has had on our ecosystem is the large areas of tropical rainforest and other ecosystems that have been torn down to make more room for oil palm plantations. In the sense of the more they tear down forests and go through deforestation, the more room that they have to plant these palm oil trees. Because one thing about planting palm oil trees is that they always want it to be evenly spread out, and they're planted far away from each other so that there's even given amounts of sunlight to each tree. So because they are planted and grown far away from each other, the further they are away from each other means the more further and bigger the plantation has to be, which means the bigger and further the destruction and deforestation has to go. Now, climate change is already a huge issue in the world right now, but palm oil is one of the major issues. Why? Additionally, forest fires used to clear vegetation in the establishment of oil palm plantations are a source of carbon dioxide that contributes to climate change. And due to its high deforestation rate, for a country, for example, let's just say Indonesia, that would be the third largest global emitter of greenhouse gases. Now, along with air pollution, it creates bad air quality for everybody and everything. For the plants, it creates bad air quality for us humans, obviously, but also to the animals as well. And it became a unreliable and unsafe place for these wildlife to live in. Now, there have been many communities in Asia and Africa that have been pushed to the side to make more bigger plantations, which result in more losses of wildlife, including tigers and orangutans. Tigers and orangutans are becoming more and more extinct because of this. We are pushing them out of their natural habitats. Some properties of soil and water pollution are how streams drain mature and immature palm oil plantations, in which those streams that flow through these plantations tend to get hot, dirty, and have more oxygen consumption than other areas. Now, onto the economical ethics. A palm oil mill generates about 2.5 metric tons of effluent for every metric ton of palm oil it produces. And so large palm oil companies have been caught in their lies trying to promote a safe production of palm oil. However, they haven't acted ethically, and they have been caught stealing land as well as ignoring human rights, along with exploiting labor in their African and Asian plantations. As seen in the bar chart to the side, it shows how over time we value an increasing demand for more production of palm oil used for biofuels than industrial foods. However, what needs to be understood is that it is more concerning for the usage of palm oil in our biofuels than in our foods. But currently, as of 2020, the European Parliament voted to discontinue the subsidies for palm oil in their biofuel, which takes up more consumption than the average industrial foods do. Now, you guys may not know this, but you use palm oil in almost all everyday products, commodities, toiletries, some processed foods, some prepackaged foods have palm oil in it. Well, actually, most prepackaged foods actually have palm oil in it. Now, these are some examples of some of the products that have palm oil in it. For example, lipstick. The palm oil in lipstick keeps the color intact and prevents it from melting under high temperatures. Palm oil in pizza dough prevents the dough from sticking together. Instant noodle has palm oil in which consumes 20% of its packaging, making it so that you only have to add hot water to it. Shampoo as well has palm oil in it, and it helps restore natural oils. Ice cream, detergent, margarine, chocolate. Chocolate also has palm oil, and it helps create a smooth and shiny complexion. Cookies and other baked goods as well has palm oil in it, and that's to give it a good creamy texture. Biodiesel produces biodiesel and biofuel, in which therefore can be used for gas and stuff like that. Soap has the ability to remove dirt from your skin due to the ingredients in palm oil, and it's even in packaged bread as well, like the sliced bread that you use to make your sandwiches with. So to reduce your consumption of palm oil, you could start off by taking your car out less. That's less gas. That means, like, plan out ahead. You could go ahead and take public transportation, for example. Other ways of producing or reducing your consumption of palm oil would be finding foods that are palm oil free. For example, you can find palm oil free protein bars, palm oil free peanut butter, and even palm oil free chocolate. There's many ways you could save the environment, wildlife, and our ecosystems with less production if we try to obtain ourselves from always using products that have palm oil. Look into products that have 100% coconut oil and 100% olive oil in their ingredients. You have to look into the labels and make sure of those things because it would help a lot in the future, in the long time process of stopping deforestation, cruelty to kicking animals, wildlife out of their natural habitats, air, soil, and water pollution, erosion, all that. It would help. And these were the sites that I had used for my lecture.